Namaskar. Today I am going to speak about slivering, cutting and FUT training module. Follicular unit transplantation, that is FUT, is a surgical procedure in which a strip of skin with follicular units is excised from the safe donor area of the scalp under local anesthesia, and this is also called as FUSS, that is follicular unit strip surgery method of hair transplantation. After the strip is harvested, multiple strips of single follicular unit thickness are separated from the skin strip. This separation is called slivering and the strips are called slivers. From a sliver, individual follicular units are dissected. These individual follicles are transplanted to the recipient area. During the entire process from strip harvesting to follicular unit dissection, use of magnification is recommended to prevent or reduce follicular unit transection and microtrauma to the delicate hair follicle. Basically, magnification increases 2-point distance. So, we must use good quality of prismatic magnifying loupe or stereo microscope. Training of the staff is required to learn the art of assisting the surgeon, slivering, follicular dissection and implantation of follicles in pre-made site. So for this, we have developed a training module. Now the steps of the training are: first, practice on paper, then on foam and leaf, then on goat model, and last is the human. Advantage of learning modules are: a beginner will come to know about position of the operation, movement at various joints, how to hold the instrument, hand-eye coordination, and scalpel forceps coordination. So this is a step 1, that is practice on paper, and basically we need microsurgery position. So all body joints are at functional position. Feet should rest on floor, the leg and thigh at 90 degree and the spine is straight and supported. The forearm should rest on the dissection table and all movement should be at the wrist. This position allows the surgeon or assistant to work for a longer period of time. This is the video showing microsurgery position and movement of wrist, and this is final practice board, and we can practice under stereo microscope also on the paper. Step 2 is practice on leaf and foam. For slivering on foam, we need 1-inch thick foam, Blake stitching threads, sewing needles and skin marker. Cut small pieces of foam and using a skin marker, make multiple straight parallel lines at 2 to 3 mm interval on surface of the foam. The foam represents a strip and the marked line represents the hair follicles. Blake thread is also used to represent hair follicle. Now fix this foam on a wooden spatula using needles. Start slivering with a fine tooth forceps in non-dominant hand and scalpel in the dominant hand. The tooth forceps should grasp the upper edge of the foam sliver while the scalpel cuts between two lines from top surface of the foam to the bottom. While the scalpel is cutting, pull foam sliver outside and slightly upward, so there is increased gap between the two rows. It provides plane for the dissection. Very thin, equal, uniform slices of foam should be created, and these are the slivers. So you can see the movement of the scalpel, and these are the slivers. Now on the leaf model, we can practice for the follicle dissection. So take a thick plant leaf and prepare 5 into 2 cm pieces of thick leaf. Create 10 mm long parallel lines in the center of the leaf strip. These lines represents the hair follicle. Begin follicle dissection under microscope. The assistant cuts between lines and makes small pieces of leaf having a line in the center of each piece. So line represents hair and the leaf part is the perifollicular tissue. During this step, the assistant also practice coordination of the scalp and the forceps, and he should cut at least 100 such plant leaves. We can also practice implantation on the leaf model. So create a thick layer leaf bed. Then now create simulated hair follicle using Blake thread. Immerse Blake thread in a diluted adhesive solution to make it dry and stiff. Then use the preferred implantation technique with 1 or 2 forceps and 1 needle. Dilate the slit using forceps and implant thread into the hole. Here you can see the shaky movement of the forceps because this assistant is practicing for the first time. Now to teach implantation into pre-made slits, first make multiple sites into the bed of the leaf scalp model using either a needle or a blade. Now step 3 is practice on goat model. As human hair follicles are precious, limited and not reproducible, damage to the follicles causes permanent loss. So assistant must practice with goat of achieving zero transaction of human follicles. Goat skin is readily available, inexpensive and gives you the feel of the human skin. Although goat follicles are shorter and have higher density than human follicles, this can be an advantage while learning. So for this we need a black goat fresh skin measuring 10 into 2 millimeter. Clean the skin with tap water, shave it, again clean it, then the goat skin piece is ready for the slivering. Goat slivers are then dissected under the microscope and all precautions are taken and practiced as if human follicles were being dissected, including depithelialization, trimming and irrigation. Goat follicles are now ready for the implantation into the leaf scalp model. So this is the video showing goat skin. You can see the goat follicles are shorter than the human hair follicles. We prepare a strip of the goat skin. This is shaved goat skin strip which is ready for the slivering under stereo microscope, and with the use of tooth forceps and scalpel we prepare the sliver. So you can see the movement of the scalpel. We are dissecting with the tip of the scalpel. The movement is from top to the bottom, and during this movement the tooth forceps, which is in the non-dominant hand, it strays the skin outward and upward, and now this extra fat or the tissue is removed with the help of this scalpel. This sliver is ready, and now with the help of this sliver we can learn the follicle dissection under stereo microscope. So this is the follicle dissection of the goat sliver, and here you can see we are using the body of the scalpel. So and plain forceps is used because we have to hold the perifollicular tissue and we don't want to damage the bulge area. So with the help of the plain forceps we stretch or hold the perifollicular tissue, and then with the scalpel we cut the follicle. So in this manner the follicles are prepared for the implantation. Now practice on the human. We do fixation of the sliver with the help of the needle on the dissecting board, which can be either spatula, wooden spatula or any other plastic board. Then keep the sliver and the strip moist. This is most important to prevent the dehydration injury. Then use the tip of the scalpel. Again you can see the movement of the scalpel as we have already seen in the goat model. The tip of the scalpel is used from top to the bottom. The tooth forceps holds the epidermis and the traction is given to the skin, and again you can see the movement of the scalpel and the tooth forceps. So plane is created by stretching the skin outward and upward, and with the help of the tip of the scalpel you can dissect from top to the bottom, that is up to the fat below the bulb of the sliver. So we want to create single follicular thickness sliver. If the quality of the sliver is good, then the transaction during graft dissection will be negligible. This is the sliver, and then extra fat is removed with the help of the scalpel. And during all this process you can see we keep the tissue moist by continuous irrigation of the saline. This is single follicular thickness sliver, and now we can do the follicle dissection. Again under stereo microscope you can see the tissue is wet, and with the help of the plain forceps the perifollicular tissue is held, it is stretched, and then we cut the follicles. Now these follicles are ready for the implantation. So the steps outlined in this training module are versatile, user-friendly and economical for learning all steps of performing a hair transplant. 2 hours per day for 3 to 4 weeks can train a technician in basic knowledge of the hair transplant procedure, follicle care, and the importance of graft hydration, ischemia, and temperature control. Hair transplantation requires teamwork, and every step should be performed carefully to get the optimum result of hair transplantation. Thank you.